Parenting my son with ADHD has changed me in ways I never expected. It has humbled me, it has stretched me, and some days it has nearly broken me. In this video, I am going to share the survival morning that taught me things I now teach other moms, and 3 lessons that pulled me out of feeling guilt-ridden and into something that actually feels sustainable. If you have ever sat in your car after school drop-off and just cried before you even pulled out of the parking lot, this video is for you. Stay with me because the 3rd lesson is the one I wish I had heard years ago. Let me take you back to one of the hardest mornings I've had. My son is now 9. He has ADHD. And on this particular morning, I had been up since 5 trying to get a head start because I had an early appointment to get to, so I had to drop the kids off at school earlier than usual. I thought I had it figured out. Lunches were going to be made. Backpacks were going to be by the door. The morning was going to be calm. Within 20 minutes, the morning was unraveling. His shoes were missing. The school trip paper I was supposed to sign was nowhere I could find it. He had asked me the same question 4 times in a row, not because he was not listening, but because his brain was already overloaded before the day had really started. My 11-year-old daughter was trying to get herself ready around the chaos, and I could see her getting quieter, the way kids do when the house feels too loud. I was using my calm voice, but inside I was unraveling too. We finally got out the door. I dropped him off, walked him into the building, got back to my car, and I just sat there. Engine off, hot chocolate cold. I just sat there. And the guilt hit me like a wave. Did I yell? Was that the tone of voice I wanted to send him into the school day with? Did the teacher notice he was already dysregulated? Was he okay? Was my daughter okay? Was I okay? I realized in that moment that I was not failing because the morning was hard. I was carrying too much. Those are not the same thing. The first lesson that morning taught me is this: survival mode is not a verdict on the kind of mom you are. It is information. It is your body and your home telling you that the load you carry is bigger than the support around you. That sounds simple, but it changed things for me. Before that morning, every hard day felt like validation I was not patient, organized, or calm enough. After that morning, I started letting the hard moments tell me something instead of shaming me. The hard moment was not saying, "You are a bad mom." It was saying, "Something here needs support." This small mindset change is actually the reason I sat down and wrote my guidebook, From Chaos to Calm, a 30-day rescue plan for ADHD moms. I wrote it for the mom who is still struggling, not the mom with the color-coded chore charts and the perfect morning routine. The mom who is in the trenches of parenting a child with ADHD, with shoes she cannot find, and a child who needs more support than the world always sees. And I made a very intentional choice when I wrote it to not open the book with strategy. I opened it with permission. Permission to admit this is hard and to say, I love my child and I am tired. Permission to need support without turning that need into shame. Because if you start a 30-day reset by beating yourself up, the reset never lands. The book begins where you actually are, not where you wish you were. The second lesson came slower, and it is the one that has helped me the most. The meltdown is rarely coming out of nowhere. When I look back at our hardest mornings, I started noticing something. They almost always followed the same pattern. Too many verbal instructions stacked too close together. A transition my son did not get warning about, or a morning where I was already rushed before he even opened his eyes. The pattern had been whispering for a long time. I was just too deep in the chaos to hear it. But here is the thing. When you are running on 3 hours of sleep and your brain feels foggy, you cannot always see what you would see if you had pen and paper in front of you. That is exactly why I also created a companion workbook, From Chaos to Calm in 30 Days, a workbook of practical tools, checklists, and templates for moms raising children with ADHD. I built it because I knew encouragement alone was not going to be enough on the hardest days. There is space in there to write the same thing down enough times that the pattern actually shows itself. A morning checklist so you stop carrying every step in your head. A spot to note what happened right before the hard moment. Because once you can see the pattern, you can stop blaming yourself for not controlling the moment and start supporting the need underneath it. The guidebook gives you the heart. The workbook gives your hands something to do with everything your heart has been carrying. The third lesson is one I had to unlearn a lot of things to get to. When I first started chasing calm, I thought calm meant a quiet house, a child who never had big feelings, or a mom who never raised her voice or lost her patience. That is not real life, and I do not want any of us chasing that. The calm I talk about now is different. It is having a little more language for what is happening, more structure under the day, a little more compassion for my son and for myself when I do not handle something the way I wish I had. Because so much of the chaos in parenting a child with ADHD is not actually what is happening around us. It is what is happening inside us, the guilt and mental thoughts that never shuts down, and the fear that if we stop holding everything perfectly together, everything will fall apart. That kind of chaos does not get fixed with a chore chart. That kind of chaos needs a different posture. And that is really why I structured my book the way I did. The 30 days inside From Chaos to Calm are not there to make your home quieter. They are there to help you stop carrying every hard moment as proof that you are not enough. One small reset a day. That is the whole structure. Because when everything feels urgent at once, the stacking is part of what keeps us stuck. So the book gently picks the stack apart, one day at a time, and the workbook gives you a place to put it. Calm is not the absence of hard moments. Calm is finally having somewhere to begin. So let me leave you with this. You are not lacking calm in your home because this seems hard. You are parenting something complex, and the fact that you keep showing up, even on the survival mornings, matters more than you know. If the 3 lessons in this video spoke to you, my book and the companion workbook are the next step. The book gives you the heart. The workbook gives you the hands. Together, they are built for the mom who is tired of meltdowns, chaos, and feeling like she can never catch up, and who needs one realistic place to begin. Both are linked in the description below. And if you want a community of moms doing this same work, come join us inside the Mom Parent ADHD School community, the Exhale and Reset Room. It is a place for moms raising children with ADHD who are tired of surviving the hard days alone. We breathe, we reset, and we remind each other that we are not alone in this. The link is in the description. One quick note before I go. I am not a doctor, therapist, or any kind of medical, mental health, or educational professional. And this video is not medical, mental health, educational, or legal advice. I am sharing my own experience as a mom raising a child with ADHD. Please speak with a qualified professional about your child's specific needs. I'm Lola. Until next time, give yourself grace, take a breath, and remember, one small reset still counts. You are doing better than you think.